We're going to start by creating a new project, and we're going to name our project Coin Flipper. Hit create when we're ready. Once our emulator has loaded, we are ready to start coding. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to code our event block or our starting block. And in this case, we're using an input block or the pink blocks. And the input block we're using is on button A. So I want my coin flipper to basically start working when I press the button A. And what I want to do is I want to use a branch to indicate if it lands on heads or on one side, it's going to show this icon. And if it lands on the other side, it's going to show a different icon or the opposite icon. Okay, so because I'm using a branch here, I'm going to need a logic block called if true then else. So we're giving that branch option of either this or that. I'm going to grab that block and I'm going to pop it inside the on button A. Okay. Now, my branch block tells me that if something is true, then this is going to happen. And I want to put something in a value in here to make it true. Okay. And the value is a random option between true or false. Okay. So I've got two options, thinking of a coin, heads or tails. So it's either true or false. So there's two options there. And I want it to randomly select between those two options. So in order to do that, I'm going to need some math blocks to set that up. So when I click on my math block, I'm looking for one right down the bottom that says pick random, true or false, or pick random between these two options. And it could be heads or tails, up or down, big love heart, little love heart. So two options, pick random between these two options. And you can see it's actually the same shape as the true block inside my if else block. So I'm going to pick that up and drop that inside there. So now I've told my coin flipper, okay, I want you to pick between one of these two options. And if it's option true or option one or heads, I'm going to get you to show whatever's inside here. Else, if it's false or option two, I want you to show whatever's inside there. So I'm now going to put inside my if else block my two different values or my true false conditions. So going into basic, I'm just going to use this show icon block and I'm going to pick it up and pop it inside there. And I'm just going to go with this love heart. So if it's true or lands on one or heads, it's going to show a big love heart. I'm going to duplicate this block, and I do that by left clicking and grabbing the duplicate button there. And you can see it's added it there. Or I can access it again by going back into basic and finding it. And then this time I'm going to change the icon so that it's a different icon to my first option. So my first option is a big love heart. I'm going to use this drop down arrow and then choose another icon, and I might make it a little love heart. Okay, so let's test it out. I'm going to press A, and then what should happen is I should see either a big love heart or a little love heart after my coin has flipped. So let's have a look at what happens. Okay, so I've got a big love heart. What if I press it again? Little love heart. What if I press it again? Big. I wonder if I'll get a little. Oh, okay, little. So you can see it randomly selects between the two. Now, that's the basic code. I can modify that. I can change the icons, and instead of using one that comes with the microbit program, I can use the show LED blocks and essentially create my own icons. So I could move that out and sort of make my two options very different. So you can see I've either got that or the little love heart. I could modify it in that way. I could also make the coin flipper more exciting by adding some other blocks. So I might want to add a block at the beginning of when I press A to show that essentially the A button is working and that the coin flipper is thinking about the options. So again, I could just use a basic, another show icon, and maybe just use that. So a tick. So now when I press on A, it'll tick and then flip the coin. So if I press on A again, it'll tick and then flip the coin. So it shows me that it's registered my response. And that helps me determine what my two options are. Finally, I could also add some blocks in when the program starts, so that I'm interacting with the user a little bit more. And again, just identifying that this is the beginning of the program. So I might use a basic and just even say a hello string. So press it off. Let's test it. Pressing it on. Okay, so it starts with a hello. And then when I press A, I'll get the tick and then one of the options. Have a go and see if you can code your coin flipper.